guys, this is going to be the first episode of cheap BMW drift car at German Autosport. And here's a 99 328 we picked up for $1,000 bucks. We're just going to give you a little walk around. It's been sitting, don't know how long. She's moldy as fuck.
She is disgusting.
But I think we can make a good drift car out of it. We already pulled the trims off so we could get behind everything. So pretty much this series will be, the goal of this series is going to be to show you how to set up an extremely cheap BMW drift car. Similar to the Hoon Garage style setup. His e46 absolutely rips for what it is. Should even open. Nice. Interior isn't bad. So the goal is to find a car that you don't need interior to set up a little street beater, and we're $1,000 bucks into the car. This is going to be almost all of our money back by pulling this clean interior and getting it sold. Pop the hood. And where are the trims?
Hey, you'll pop the hood right there.
No, the shitty two-piece ones that fell apart.
Oh, they're in the trash can.
We gotta show them. This is why you want to pull your trims off when you get a new car. Look at all that. This would have never cleaned out. Tons of pollen. I've never seen a side trim just absolutely
Put pinky in it.
crumble to pieces. So yeah, we'll find some new side trims, but that's the least of our worries right now. Back to this interior though. Harman Kardon.
That's all.
Let's go. Pop the hood? Or did you?
Yeah, I popped it. There's wheels in there.
The old crusty girl.
Oh my God.
This is actually the first e46 I've looked at, and 3 previous e46s that at least had oil in it. Somehow the last 3 had absolutely no oil. Just like that girl right there.
Carbano.
Got the Fiebre intake. But it should do what we want it to do with very minimal effort.
Oh, yeah,
So first thing we're gonna do is get this thing cleaned up. So the whole goal of finding a simple beater is to, 1, of course, you want it to be cheap, but 2, you don't want to look for anything rusty. This car had a little bit of body damage. It is a rebuilt title. It seems to be over this rear quarter, but nothing underneath was bent. There's a little bit of what seems like poor body work right here. But, you know, that doesn't matter for us. But rust is the most important. 1, for looks, and 2, for when you get to dismantling anything under the car. It just becomes a complete nightmare, and chances are you have to replace everything, including all the hardware, and it just pretty much need a second car at that point. Gotta show them how many miles this bad girl got.
Oh. Got that old service light go away. 232.
Fire it up.
She don't get any gas in here.
So when we purchased or went to purchase a car, the guy said that the car wasn't running. And normally these cars have, well, they have a lot of air leaks. And yeah, so I didn't even tell the seller that, I just figured, yeah, we'll go take a look. I'll probably be able to get it running. Cranked it a couple times. There was it wouldn't hold idle, and then it wouldn't run at all. All we did was unplug the mass airflow, disregards pretty much the metering of the air leaks, and is able to run an open loop fine enough to get it on the trailer. You could probably, take it to the storm back if you wanted to. All right, so let's get started. We are going to pressure wash and get all this grime and mold off of her first.
Later.
Those makers of soap smell so bad. Right here. I turned the pressure down a little bit.
Alright, so one more rinse, and then we're going to air dry the engine bay before the water gets in anything. And yeah, there was just a ton of debris that came out of the engine bay back onto the car, so might as well just rinse it off one more time. But she's looking way better. I mean, check this out. She's looking pretty clean. Haven't even touched the interior really. And yeah, we're gonna pop the trunk, get the leaves out of there. So we're gonna try to set up like a little series here. So today is pretty much just cleaning it and breaking down a plan for the car. It has springs on it, but we're gonna probably switch some used BC coilovers over to it. But that'll be, the whole mod portion. We're gonna start with a weight reduction and yeah, go on from there. We'll pretty much see how it pans out. Kind of regretting this.
Pull them out.
Yep.
It seemed like a good idea at first. I like the little guy, the little battery. It's kind of tight.
Sorry, bud, that's going in the E30.
I know. Well, I know that, but I'm saying. Damn, I got the Pioneer 6 CD changer. Fuck yeah, I don't need an aux cord. Put a mixtape together.
All right, pressure washer should do the rest.
God.
Yeah, I would definitely just come in here and get that. That's mud.
Watch out, bud.
Oh my god. Same thing over here. Get it like straight into here. I would back up a little bit. I would stand away, like over here. Nah. This guy doesn't know how to do anything.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, blast.
Update. Ow. That was my head. She works though. Look at that. Looks so much better. So this guy has, well, this guy. He lucked out because I happen to be setting up a 330 as well. And I have a set of used BC coilovers on here. Now, I went on Facebook and found a set of brand new digressive rate field suspension for e46. And I decided to upgrade. Came with a couple other goodies too. Camber arms, strut reinforcements front and rear. So I'm gonna upgrade my suspension. He's gonna get my used BC for cheap. This is a, best case scenario for the budget build. He's lucking out because I have these BCs here. For the case of staying as cheap as possible, there is always the max beating rod option. If you're really trying to just drive on a budget at the end of the day for a cheap $1,000 car, it kind of falls in line, so there's not a big deal. Well, it's all relative, and it's an opinion, but if you want to keep things cheap, you could totally go the max beating rod route or some other sort of cheap coilover route. But to start off, we're going to throw BCs on this thing and try to budget everything else, as well as sell whatever we can off of it to try to get back to a low point of investment. Here she is, all dried up. Looking way better than before.